Eagle with him, gets the first shot onto Rampe, and Peaks Banana connects the second shot as well. Gets the kill onto Flinch, and now he's gonna get cornered. He does get a shot onto Neo, is now in a 1v1.
You know it, it's Pokemon.
Alright then, hello and welcome everyone to the league stage of IGen Masters 2020 presented by New Gamers Arena. My name is Said Ramesh and I'm going to be your caster for this game, joined by Aaron. What's up, Aaron?
Well, really nice to be back on here. So I'm looking forward to today's matchup today, Ramesh.
Yeah, exactly. So today's matches we have Team Divine. The second match is actually Team Divine Vendetta taking on Team Markhor. But the match that we have right now is going to be Team Come Mid taking on Team RFTS in a best of 3 matchup, and the match should go live in about 10 minutes, so we do have some time to talk about both of the teams. So and just to give you a heads up about both of the teams, we do have one of the best players from Pakistan in both of the teams, you know. Talking about the lineup from Team RFTS, first of all, we have Shooter, who is probably the best, you know, best operator in Pakistan, and we have Musab as well, you know, considered as the best operator as well. It's basically like the top 2 operators that are competing with each other in the same team. So yeah, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, they haven't got short for options at all. So if one person's slacking, the other person's obviously got enough skill to more or less pick up that AWP as well. So gives the team a lot of versatility, just in case one player is obviously not playing at his best performance and really can sort of switch it up. But being the top 2 warpers from a country, you sort of expect them to be on their top game all the time. So looking forward to see some of the flicks and slight angle shots that they can get within these matches, to be honest.
Yeah, let's talk about how deadly, you know, this duo can be in a bit. But talking about the rest of the lineup, we do have Trans, who's again Trans from Team RFTS and HSB from Team Come Mid. Both of these players, they've been playing together for quite a while now, and both of these players, they do have quite a history with them, and this is going to be a good matchup in terms of, you know, that perspective as well. But again, talking about the rest of the team, we do have Shaka, I guess that is Abdur actually, alright, and we do have SR as well, one of the best aimers. I mean, the aim on this guy is just insane, and I'm really excited to see how, you know, how he delivers in this one as well, because again, we do have the veto done as well. We have Mirage, I think Team RFTS picked Mirage, and we have Team Come Mid taking on Nuke as well. And I'm pretty sure Aaron, the last match that we, you know, saw was Come Mid, you know, playing on Nuke, and we saw how good they played in that map as well. And talking about the third map, we have Dust 2 as the decider map. So and again, on the other side, on the team Come Mid, we have Bono, we have Soul Mid, HSB, everyone knows him. We have King, and we have one player from UAE region, and that is going to be Joker. So this is a pretty beast lineup actually from both of the teams, and I just can't wait until the game starts. But yeah, let's talk about the operators from, you know, the Team RFTS. So what do you think, Aaron, talking about the maps we have? The first map is going to be Mirage. So what do you think Team RFTS are planning to do at this point, considering that, you know, you don't have to pick the side, you have to go for the knife round, and if they win the knife round, what do you think they're going to go on the CT side or on the T side?
I think mainly the start off could be the CT side. You've got within Mirage, the AWP, which is absolutely huge. You've got the ticket booth on B bomb site, or A bomb site, sorry. You have the back of the fan on B bomb site to look over apartments, or you have the very risky but very rewarding place such as window within middle of the map. So it allows them obviously to have them areas to sort of snipe down and try and take down as many people as they can off the bat. But when it comes also to have offense side they can pick from as well. So if they snipe on there, they could just quickly swing out from top mid and then just get a kill, or they could, in theory, just challenge snipers from ramp onto ticket booth conventionally. But there's a lot of angles they can pick from, so it's just going to be them trying their very best to do what they can for the team.
Exactly, and again, I mean, again, this is a league stage, and we're gonna have a lot of matches, you know, in this tournament. It's not just this match. We're gonna have a lot of teams, playing with each other. Probably every single team is gonna play every team in this stage as well. So that is pretty interesting as well to talk about. And talking about the next match, it is actually Team Divine Vendetta and Team Markhor. So I don't think we Team Markhor, they need any introduction. But talking about Team Divine Vendetta, we all know how much of a good team they are right now. Considering that they qualified for the minors, and they've been playing every single major tournament in the Asian side as well. So Divine Vendetta is basically a UAE based team, having 4 players from the UAE and 1 player from Pakistan, that is Pokemon. So that is again gonna be a match, to a good match to observe as well. But again, right now, I'm actually really excited for this one, HSB and Trans, because again, as I mentioned, if you don't know, both of these players, they've been playing together for around 4 to 5 years. First of all, they started playing in, what was the first team? I can't remember the name. It was, I guess, G4G. They started playing in a team called G4G, Game for Glory. And then, they had this team called, my memory is just really bad. I'm really sorry about that. Well, actually, VRN. They played in VRN, and then they, had, I guess, a good year on Team Portal Esports, and then, playing on Gaming Hub. They just kept on switching teams. But again, both of these players, they were together. But now, again, both of these players, they are going on against each other. So this is going to be a healthy rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, rivalry is always great to see in the esports game. 2 potentially huge players going back to back and back and forth. A lot of it is more or less to try and get forward in the league, but a lot of it is also personal glory. Being able to beat someone you've teamed with, you'll always have that one up over them when it comes to maybe teaming in the future, or just them more or less talking as friends, to be honest. But it's a massive matchup coming up, though, so I very look forward to more or less every single matchup. But that matchup you're talking about is pretty much one to look out for during today.
Exactly, and I guess we have a bit of an issue coming in from one of the teams. Again, this is a problem that you do get in online tournaments. Obviously, their PC just crashes sometimes, and yeah, a lot of stuff happens. So I guess we're gonna take a timeout at this point, and we're gonna be back in around 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere, as we will be right back after the short break.
With him gets the first shot onto Rampe, and Peaks Banana connects the second shot as well. Here's the kill onto Flinch, and now he's gonna get cornered. He does get a shot onto Neo, and now in a 1v1.
It's Pokemon.
go with him. Gets the first shot onto Rampe and peeks Banana, connects the second shot as well. He gets the kill onto Vision now. He's gonna get cornered. He does get a shot onto Neo and now in a 1v1.
You know it, it's Pokemon.
Alright then, Team RFTS versus Team Commit. We should be going live with a matchup in about 2 to 3 minutes maximum, but I'm gonna ask you, Aaron, what do you think is gonna happen in this one? Do you think this is gonna be you know, a close match, or is it gonna be a one-sided match?
I reckon it'll be quite close, to be fair. You've got some of the good players on both teams, both of like very high caliber players, so it's all going to be about who's on form today, in my opinion, and who can more or less step up for their team.
Exactly, and again, I guess with that being said, we have the match going live. Team Commit taking on Team RFTS in a best-of-3 matchup. We have both of these teams coming up in Mirage, and there you go, right off the back. The match is live right now, and look at the buy coming in from the CTs. We only have a smoke and a diffuse kit coming in onto Musa, but the rest of the players going for, you know, the armor buy. And look at the stack towards A side from the CTs. If they just decide to go towards B at this point, Team RFTS, they're probably gonna easily get that side. That is if Musab doesn't, you know, goes for an insane play in this one. But there you go. He's in it now and gets second onto HSB. King takes down Musab though. They have the side control with them now.
Yeah, very well executed from come mid there. Just pretty much only one player left completely isolated from RFTS. It's going to be Musab just left on his own, whereas everyone else is going to die and him in the back. But now it's just going to be a 4 versus 4 retake coming in as some shots are going down. A lot of damage being taken onto SR as Shaka is going to get taken down as well as SR. And our Shooter's going to get one back on Joker. Shooter's going to get one back on Bono, and now he has the beautiful chance to start coming back into this round. But it's going to be King taking down Shooter and Trans. The knife round goes into the hands of Come Mid, and it's very huge to win that within any stage of any match.
Exactly, the first round comes up in favor of Team Come Mid, and I mean this map is Team RFTS pick Mirage. They decided to go for this one, and they have the CT side as well, so they don't want to complain on that part. But again, look at that Team RFTS. They're not going for that force buy that we usually see teams go for. They're just going for a couple of USPs, and should be an easy round again for Team Come Mid, considering again there is no player towards B, and that is a complete A stack from that team.
I guess they probably maybe gambled with one side, and it's more or less a 50-50 chance at that point. They sort of looked at the side of A and thought, yeah, they might go to this round, but no, it's the exact same. Come Mid pretty much have full control of B side, and it's going to be kind of an impossible task for RFTS to come back into this round.
But there you go, HSB with that lead. The CTs are looking to get this weapon off of him, but he was able to get 2 of those kills, but gets taken down by Shooter. His soulmate comes in from the back, gets taken on the Trans, and now knows exactly where Musa is. Should be able to take him down quite easily, and Team Come Mid, they get a second round in their favor as well.
A little bit of body shooting already, 2 rounds. Already starting to get a little bit lively now, but very good start from Come Mid there. The first round to win the pistol round's very good, but obviously sort of expected them to win the second round after it's a full buy versus, well, it's an eco round, but now you're potentially going to see the first full gun round coming in from both teams, and it looks to be a standard B push once again. If it isn't broke, I guess don't fix it from Come Mid.
And I guess SR is left with 70 HP, so I think his teammate was in a hurry over there. He just knifed on his back, but shouldn't be a problem. They only have 1 diffuse kit at this point, and that is a bit concerning considering that diffuse kit is towards A side right now. I mean, obviously the room come. There you go, Musab towards B, SR as well, making a job there, but Bono comes in, falls towards B side, gets 3 kills for himself, now making it a 3 versus 2. Shooter and Trans again, HSB, Bono and Joker. And Bono is already left with 41 HP. Joker gets taken down by Shooter. What a peek that was from his side, making it a 2 versus 2. Now Shooter takes like another kill on to Bono as well. And now HSB in a 1 versus 2. Has a Galil in his hand and is coming from the back. And I don't think they have any idea, but the bomb is already getting defused. And Shooter has the kid, gets the defuse on Trans. Gets a kill on to HSB and Team RFTS. They're going to get the first round for themselves.
The round looks so good off the start as soon as the swing come mid. I believe it was Bono who got 1 kill, Molotov the second player, and then finished off another player. So the retake was needed from RFTS, and you saw Trans and Shooter both come alive and both more or less help get the first round on the board for RFTS. It was a wonderful retake, as well as the read at the end of the round from Trans to know the players come from behind. But you see a slight switch up in the strategy from come mid as at more or less mid of the map. As it's going to be Musab just sat in window trying to defend as much as he can, but the smokes is more or less forcing him back. And a spray down from Shooter in the smoke, very close, finishes it off, takes out Joker, 4 versus 5 potentially. Another kill coming in, it's a 5 versus 3 now. Very good shots from Shooter. You can sort of see why this team was more or less invited to this event with their high skill gameplay already. But it's been Bono decided to shut him down and force a 4 versus 3.
And I mean, that was an insane play coming in from Shooter. He has already done his job. Bono is tagged down to 43 HP as well. Now Team Commit, they need to decide what to do at this point. The bomb has been given to King right now. And look at the way Soulmate is playing right now towards mid. He's right now playing towards chair, and I think he's just having a look at the push coming in towards B short, and he's gonna punish anyone who comes right into his crosshair. But SR just trying to spot anyone towards apps, and I mean, there's only one player towards B side, but right now both of these players from the T side, if they can just get this kill onto SR, that nade is gonna hurt Bono a lot over there. He's tagged down 25 HP, and the T's, they only have 25 seconds left to make their move now. And look at Soulmate. Trans is already expecting him. He's getting all the kills. He gets an easy kill on his Soulmate, and now a 2 versus 4. The Molotov has been deployed in 10 seconds remaining. I think the best move right now is to just save those weapons, because again, there's not enough time for them to go and get those kills and plant the bomb at the same time, but they've already jumped in. They don't have enough time, and then no
retake needed from King and Bono, but Bono may just spot a player sat at the back of spawn. Trans spots King, and Trans takes out King for his 3rd kill of the round. He's playing out of his mind so far. Bono gets to spray down on 1, can't get the kill onto SR. And unfortunately, it's going to be round to RFTS for come mid. Already a solid start from players like Shooter, who's already got 7. Bono with 9 kills. It's going 3-2 up so far after losing the first 2 rounds. It's a very good regain from the, but the AWP now going into the hands of Shooter. We spoke about this before the match, and now we're going to see it all in action.
I mean, I'm really excited about this one. Team come mid, they don't have enough. I mean, obviously they're gonna go for an eco in this one. Yes, there you go. The first shot has been landed in by Shooter. Trans is trying to get those frags towards A.
He's just got a 3-piece already. He just makes it look so easy. Flick onto the head with the pistol. Trans makes it look so easy, honestly, for his team. And you said about it all from Shooter. As soon as we mentioned Bullet, his first kill of the match, and I get the feeling we're going to see a lot more of this coming into these matches now. But it looks to be maybe Bono or sorry, HSB now has it. HSB's probably going to try an anti-AWP Shooter, and it could be a very big battle potentially coming in from mid of the map, unless they decide to gamble A. Which, if you look at the mini map, RFTS have all gambled towards A except from just Musab on his own, who's got 1 player in a palm to deal with, but everyone pushed up into mid for come mid. Pretty much in their name at this point, telling them to come mid, they all go mid, and now for Trans and Shaka to do everything they can, or Abdul, sorry, to do as much as they can here.
Yeah, look at the T side right now. All 4 players playing in towards mid, and they have all the mid control that they need at this point. And Bono is getting the first one to connect that straight towards connector, and Shaka is already tagged down to 22 HP over there, aka Abdur, obviously. And right now, I think they're just trying to start this push coming in towards A from connector. They just want to get the first kill towards connector, and HSB with the smoke try to get that kill. Trans is gonna get that kill on the Joker though, and he's gonna look for another one. Takes down HSB on 3 versus 4. Bono knows exactly where Trans is, and he's gonna get that kill on Trans. And you got kill coming in from the T side. Finally, Abdur making his way towards Nest, and there you go, gets second on the Bono as well. And now King left alone in a 1 versus 4, and he's all the way towards jungle. He should be taken down by SR if he comes right into his crosshair, but Shooter is going to be there to collect that kill, and Team RFTS 5-2. They're looking good in this one.
Yeah, RFTS have really started to come alive after the first 2 rounds. You see Shooter and Trans collecting 21 kills combined in 7 rounds. Those 2 are doing very well, going back-to-back kills on kills, but you see a problem with Come Mid so far is they're just not winning gunfights early on, getting first bloods, and they're just more or less been taken down and forced into retakes most of the time. You saw that round was a 1 versus 4. The round before that was about a 1 versus 3 or 4. But
Exactly.
it's kind of, as you said, these players on RFTS pretty much have the number 1 and 2 AWPers in this game and have a lot of very good riflers as well, as you see from Abdul and Musab just getting the first 2 kills, forcing the 3 versus 5 already. Potential to be a 2 versus 5 if HSB gets spotted. It takes a lot of damage there. Very good shot. I believe that was from Shooter with the AWP, but 3 versus 5 retake, left more or less back into their spawn. It's going to be very difficult for them to come back in this.
I mean, HSB was just trying to get that opening kill towards jungle, but he gets tagged down 21 HP. I actually thought he was gonna, you know, connect that shot towards jungle, but didn't work out for him. Right now, team come mid on an eco round, and they're looking for just get those exit frags. They've already lost 2 of their players towards mid. They still have 50 seconds remaining, so they're gonna look to at least get a few rifles saved from this round, so they can, you know, get that into the next round and go for a decent buy in the next one. Because again, in terms of their economy, they're not doing that good right now. Team come mid now. They're gonna make their way towards connector. 1 player playing in towards. Actually, they're making their way towards B sharp. 2 of the players, that is, I guess, HSB and King. And again, HSB only has 10 HP left. Abdur gets an easy kill onto Joker. And SR takes down HSB. King was able to land a deagle shot onto SR, but Abdur will take him down as well. So just like that, Team RFTS, they are already leading by 4 rounds.
Yeah, it's really difficult for Come Mid so far to come multiple times. They've come alive so far. First round of the whole tournament, and they're currently showing that they mean business within this whole thing. So it's going to be very difficult for Come Mid to sort of come back, but anything can happen within these games. You know, you could get a lucky timing, but you see Trans get SR there and does very well to take out Joker. And once again, it's first blood going towards RFTS. I think we've seen this in every single round we've played so far.
Alright, then now it's getting bit 2 versus 2. King and Soulmate versus Shooter and Abdur. The smokes and molotovs, they have already been deployed. And the bomb is going to make its way towards B side. Soulmate gets an easy kill onto Abdur. And now it is going to be a 1 versus 2. Shooter with the op is going to go for the retake. Has a smoke and a flashbang to work with. A diffuse kit as well. King and Soulmate now. Let's see if he can try to go for this one. He's actually going to go for the save. So there you go, Team Commit. They're going to get 1 more round for them. 6-3. That's a good round coming in from especially Soulmate, getting 4 kills in this round. That was insane entry.
Yeah, it obviously loves to try and get that ace at the end of the. We spoke about where players need to start getting the kills early on, and you know, to not force retakes consistently. You saw a forced 1 versus 2 for Shooter, and then they managed to finally win a round after 6 rounds conceded. So be available to get a really good buy this round now. I mean, all the teams have quite a good economy for this round, but they have to win this round again, or have to win the next round in order to start bringing more economy back into their bank. So a lot of players from the CT, I believe it's going to be Abdur and Trans more or less swinging out towards a ramp to try to get as many kills as they can. Just 3 players sat in the back of spawn, so a perfect spray down from Abdur could really take them all out, but looks to be Soulmate throwing flashbangs, spraying through the smoke, trying his very best, but there's a player within Palace, I believe, that's going to be HSB, who's going to try his very best to swing out and help his teammates here, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, I believe RFTS decided to go for the retake there. Their economy that they had was obviously some players a little bit low, but other players quite a lot. You saw Shooter, I think he had 12k at the time, Trans had around about 6k, so we could obviously drop an MP9 or a UMP to another player. So you see the Shooter is getting his favourite AWP in his hands, but not a fullback from everyone on the CTs, and it's going to pay for his Shooter. Just runs pretty much trying to chow anything he can in mid and gets taken down by Joker. And now it's forcing a 4 versus 5 where every player seems to be faking out and going towards B. It's going to be one player left on his own. It's going to be SR. He's got it all to work for here. 4 players about to swing out of apartments, and his UMP has to go absolutely huge. He takes out one, looks for a second player, just misses the head and gets taken down, but Musab's going to take out Joker on a site, and now a 3 versus 3 retake for RFTS on the cards. Bomb has not been planted as of yet. Soulmate's trying to fake out maybe a plant, but the grenades are coming in. It's going to do a little bit of damage towards Soulmate, but it's going to try and back up from this side, throw smokes and flashbangs out, and Abdur looks to find Summit as he leaves the side, finds 2 players at bench and takes them both out. A wonderful spray down from him, and now it's just Hayes field to open in apartments, and it looks to be taken out by Trans, and now it's going to be 7-4. Yes, we thought after the momentum for the last 2 rounds from come mid, they might be able to come back into this game, but all the momentum has been shut down instantly by RFTS.
Just the way that Soulmate and then taking down Bono as well. I mean, this was the place that they needed Team RFTS, and look at that again in their own map pick. And considering that they're playing on the CT side, they already have 7 rounds on board for them, so they're going to be happy with the performance that they're getting at this point. Again, Shooter, Musa, both of these players. Musa, I don't see Musa doing, going for the AWP a lot, because I do think that the double up setup can be really good for them if they, position their operators correctly, but it all depends on, how your IGL is making you play at this point. But I guess Musa with M4 is not that bad as well. But right now on the T side, HSB, Bono, Joker, King, all the players again don't have enough utility, and there you go, Joker gets taken down first of all by Abdur, who was positioned towards jungle. Soulmate makes his way towards connector, takes down Shaka, and now looking for more, a 4 versus 4. They say that Trans already knows where HSB loves to play, and there you go, towards Palace, gets another one onto Soulmate, and a 3rd one onto King. There you go, Bono left alone in a 1 versus 4, and he has no idea what to do at this point. Gets taken down by Shooter and Team RFTS. They are on fire right now.
You see Trans sat in sandwich on A-bomb. He had to just wait for the most perfect timing, and then takes the first kill on Palace. You see on a replay, takes him out, swings out, and knows the player's going to reach out in that position, and then just finds an extra kill, and just more or less forces the 1 versus 4 for Shooter to clean up that AWP. It's a very good start so far from RFTS. You expect this on players' map picks and team map picks, as well. So it's really good to see so far. It's going to be a little bit of a Joker who's decided to buy an AK. I'm unsure as to why he has bought that, but maybe it's because maybe the Econ's going to be just right in the next round. But HSB is looking for the 1D, gone to Abdur. Actually gets connects with the 1D, but only just misses the head of the player, as Abdul's going to take out Soulmate on top of Tetris, and he now looks for HSB or Bono from Palace or just below Tetris as well.
I mean, I'm still shocked from that play from Trans. I mean, I was not expecting him to just single-handedly shut down Team Commit just like that, but again, Trans playing in towards CD with that AK, and I mean, Team Commit, they have the trigger as well for a full buy in this one, and he's making it count. There you go, 2 kills towards B. I guess that is what Team Commit needed at this point, a 3 versus 3 at this point, and Joker is gonna peek in, and he's gonna get more. Gets a 3rd one onto Shaka. Bono connects a shot onto Trans, and all of a sudden it is actually a 2 versus 1 in favor of Team Commit.
Yeah, but I don't think Shooter knows the bombs down in T-spawn, so I think he's going to be very confused at this point. He knows obviously Joker's going to be on site for B, but he doesn't know where Bono has gone. He may think to himself Bono's maybe pushed down connector as he turned around, or he might be fully rotating back round. So he's sort of just sat in connector at the moment, Shooter, trying to maybe wait for a bomb plant to come in, or maybe just deciding to save and just close out this round. So you're going to see Bono plant the bomb, and it may be a swing up short for Shooter, but I don't know if he's going to try and just go into ladder room, I'm more or less say, but let's be swinging out. He just missed the AWP shot by an inch and takes a chunk of damage And more or less just going for the retake once again. You see him just looking for anything he can, but both players on come mid just hiding and more or less waiting to push.
Alright then, so Team Com made 5 rounds for them now. 5-8 is the scoreline right now in favor of the CTs, and I don't even know what to say at this point about both of these teams. They're just playing so good, and this is one of those matches where it's like, you know, back and forth from both of the teams. Look at Trans right now, 16 kills for him, 2.29 rating, and every single position that is playing on the CT side, whether it be sandwich, you know, towards ticket box, he's just playing it so perfect. He's getting all the frags that his teams needs it to do, and almost getting, I guess, 3 or 2 kills every single round. So that is just insane. And right now, again, as I just said, the double up setup, they don't need it anymore, Team RFTS, because Musab is just playing so good with that M4 as well. And Shooter is obviously, again, he just never disappoints with that op.
Yeah, he's always got. He's doing very well with that AWP so far. He's doing it every single round. Out taken by Musab, traded instantly out by King. And now it's his Shooter sat in connector. Potential to see Bono if he swings out slightly, and there comes the kill. He looks for a second player. I don't know if he knows if he came from underpass, but aiming to find HSB if he swings across from Tetris onto site. Just waits a couple of minutes. Only just missed him by an inch. It's very unfortunate, but Trans now back ticket booth as 2 versus 3 retake is going to be needed here from RFTS. He finds him through the smoke, but HSB shuts him down completely. And now it's just SR running back through CT, trying to find any kills he can. HSB has heard him, so might see the spray through the gap in the smoke, and there it is. Takes him out. 8-6 heading into the final round.
I mean, Team Comet, if they get this round as well, they're going to be happy with their performance in the first half, because again, considering they were on the T side. This map, I don't think Team Comet, they're the type of team that loves to play maps like Vertigo or Nuke, or, you know, you can let them play towards Overpass as well. They're going to give the best performance of their lives in those maps. But considering they're playing on Mirage right now against a team like RFTS, we saw Team RFTS practice a lot in this particular map, and it worked out pretty well for them, and it's showing right now. They're not just out aiming them at this point. They're you know, trying to, the way that they're using their utility at this point is really good.
Yeah, see the first kill now coming in from Soulmate as he B side. I believe just more or less every single round RFTS is 1 player alone, but you're going to see the spray from Bono's going to take out 2 players, and now he's got to back up and maybe fight Trans as well, and takes him out as well. 3 kills beautifully played by Bono, and now it's just Abdul left inside. More or less getting burnt out and forced to push out. King's going to take him out and force the 8-7 half into the hands of RFTS. A very huge half from Trans and a very huge half from Bono, going back and forth with the kills to more or less tie things up heading into the second half.
I mean, I'm just happy at this point because I really didn't want this to be a one-sided match, and there you go, a 7-8 half. This is what you can expect from, you know, both other teams probably having the same skills set as well. I mean, the first round of the second half, this is going to be an important one. And if you look at Team Comet, we have Musab, I guess, if you look at Team Comet, yeah, there you go. We have Bono with the defuse kit and the rest of the players going for the armor buy. And Team RFTS, they're actually making their way towards Palace right now. And we have 2 players playing in towards B, and that's going to be B-Fake coming in from Team RFTS, and the bomb is going to make its way towards A, and this might just work out for them, because there you go, Team Com mid rotation is coming in towards B. There's only 1 player from their side who's playing towards A, and that is Bono with that defuse kit. Musab landing in towards underpass, getting a kill on the Soulmate. HSB does get second on SR though, making their way towards jungle now. King, let's see if he can get a few kills. He does. Takes down Shooter. Musab comes in from the back, takes down King. So many trade kills coming in from both of these teams, and now Bono and Joker, can they go for the retake?
They're all running into Joker though. Look at Joker's position, takes out 1, just misses the shots, but now Musab 1 off of an ace. Can he close out the ace, or back up and force the defuse from Bono? Question is, do they know he has a defuse kit? One player has to be peek out. It's just missed the shot. Musab's was trying to hide, so Trans can want to take the gunfight. Is he going to stick the defuse with the defuse kit? It's going to be just some missed shots here.
He missed a lot of shots over there. That was, you only need 1 more second to go for the defuse, but team. I guess
Very close.
that was very close. I actually thought he was just for a second there. I thought he just got the defuse.
I thought he got the defuse as well, to be honest. It got very close to crouching from him, just players getting a headshot, so very dangerous play there, but pistol round is won by RFTS, and they're more or less going to buy AK's Galils to more or less try and swing more rounds together now and try to repeat the success that Come Mid had in their first half, where they won the second round from a full buy against an eco. But see, HSB buying full armor and a deagle, whereas everyone else more or less opting to eco as well, except from Joker with the deagle. See, Trans getting a little bit of a spray onto Bono, takes him out. Soulmate now left below heaven, trying to do anything that he can. King is not going to spot anyone coming into apps because the push looks to be coming from mid for RFTS. Trans takes out Soulmate, and that push up mid from RFTS. Musab's going to take out another player. Player in jungle's taken out by Trans once again, really popping off in this game. 3 kills this round, just to himself, and King now left on the B side. Either just going to try and get as many exit frag kills as he can, or going to just try and stay alive. But just looks to be chilling for the moment, as waiting for the bomb to sort of go off and then head into the next round. This round looks more done, 10-7 towards RFTS.
Yeah, I mean, again, the first round was really important for Team Commit, but I guess Team IPS, the way that they played the first round was just so perfect, and then again winning those, this round as well gives them, you know, the boost that they're going to be on double figures now. 10-7 is the scoreline in their favor, and Trans is still popping off. 19 kills, 9 deaths, almost a little bit, you know, more than 2 rating over there. So I mean, right now from Team Commit, a lot of players, they are struggling. HSB 8-14 is not the scoreline he tends to go for. I can tell you that, and he's gonna be pretty disappointed with this one, because I mean, it's just really unusual to see HSB having less than 10, at least less than 10 kills, or you know, less than 15 kills in the first half. And I mean, considering that 18 rounds have, you know, gone by and he only has 8 kills, I don't want to blame him for the performance that Team Commit they're giving right now. I mean, they're not playing that bad. They're only 3 rounds behind, but look at Joker as well. 6 kills for him and 13 deaths. We have Bono playing really good in this one. He's getting all the trade kills that his team needs him to go for. King having 10 kills as well. Soulmate on 11-12, not doing that bad. But Joker and HSB, they really need to step up their game. Look on the T side. Look at their score: 13-9, 19-9 on Trans. Shooter currently sitting on 13-9 as well, considering that he is an AWPer. Up there having 11-12 and SR 8-12. It's not the SR again. I mean, he's not playing that bad as well. He's just, you know, trying to play that supportive role that his team needs him to do, and he's playing it really good at this point. So Team Commit, they really need to step up their game at this point.
The only problem I have with obviously where Joker and HSB, they've got quite low KDs as you spoke about, but where they're coming up against such high caliber players such as Shooter, Trans, Musab and Abdul, all pretty much boasting high kills at this point, it's very difficult coming against these sort of players. So it's just a case of, can they either sort of switch up their role and more or less support their team instead of maybe going for the frags themselves, or can they sort of step up their game to a point where their level's above RFTS's level and then really start to, you know, more or less come alive within this match. But it looks to be the match slowly getting unpaused now, as we're heading into the 18th round and what looks to be potentially a B push from RFTS. think he might be able to get the jump on RFTS. No players really turn, but it's because they're just going to be sprinting out as fast as they can. Completely. And now it's going to be another player in the CT. It's going to be taken out, but Musab's going to take out King and Jungle beforehand. Bono taking out SR from CT, but gets taken out instantly by SR. Or by Joker, sorry. Trans gets taken out by Joker. Shooter takes out Joker straight away. Just a game of trades at the moment. Very confusing to sort of set up, but Trans now boasting 20 kills within this match so far in 18 rounds. And you're going to see the AWP finally land in the hands of... Sort of looking forward to maybe an AWP mid strategy. Never mind, it's going to push up round with the AWP. Look for the cross, and here it is! The snapshot from Shooter taking out Soulmate. And then it's going to be a fast swing from Abdor onto Apps, maybe trying to fake out the bomb, who was just currently sat in back palace. Could be a really well-placed fake hit or a really quick rotation from RFTS. Spray down from Abdor is going to take out HSB here, and now King left on the back and start trying to do anything he can. Takes out Abdor and now looks for another player, but Joker's going to take out SR in apartments. The rotation has come in from 2 players, but now it's going to be a fast swing out onto A site. Bomb looks to be planted down. Player ticket booth. Bono takes him out. Shooter takes him straight out afterwards. Oh. And there's another player in CT which Shooter could clean up if he spots him. Joker takes out Musab and pretty much knows the location of Shooter as well, who has a cross angle to him, but he has to worry about the player ticket booth as well. Ooh, it should be an easy kill for King here if he finds it. There we are. Probably gets the AWP as well, so this might be the first double AWP setup we see this whole game, and it's going to be coming from Come Mid this half as a potential, maybe an econ round from RFTS, so players like Shooter an AWP, but there might be some players buying, whereas other players saving.
I mean, Team Come Mid, they really needed this one, and they got it. 8-11 is the scoreline right now. They are playing on the CT side. Right now, if I can predict something, that is going to be Team Come Mid. They should be able to get this one for themselves if this double up setup works out for them. Bono and Joker, they're going to be the ones to offer their team. And HSB, if he's on rifle, I mean, we have seen him go for some insane plays with that op as well, so he can just switch to that op, and I think that... Do you know about this glitch, by the way? You know, that Molotov through the smoke, and you can potentially see anyone, you know, passing through the smoke. I think that's what just happened over there. That might be just for me through the camera, but there you go again. Shooter takes down King, a 3 versus 5. Bomb has been planted towards A. Team Come Mid trying to go for the retake. They have enough, you know, weapons right now. They don't want to make these weapons just, you know, fall for no reason at all, so they're gonna go for the save, and Team RFTS should be able to get this one as well. So I personally think at this point, if HSB is obviously struggling to play with the rifle, they should just let him off, and they can still get a double setup going on for themselves quite well.
Yeah, so it's must see Apple just getting killed at the end of the round, and there we go. Advert. Joker. The only problem I have so far with Come Mid is Joker's not exactly performing well with this AWP so far, and HSB's not exactly performing well with the rifle, as you spoke about. So maybe switching up them 2 roles and sort of making them both feel very comfortable heading into the 21st round might be crucial for the comeback within this game. But it looks to be sort of an eco from Come Mid, but 2 players more or less keeping their weapons and utilities safe from last round, compared to RFTS, who have a lot of money to work with this and next round as well.
I mean, talking about Joker and you know, HSB. I mean, Joker is the, you know, main opera for their team. So I think what they can try to do is switch the op with Bono. You know, HSB and Bono can try to switch their weaponry, and Bono can try to rifle, because he's been playing good with the rifle on T side. We saw him, you know, getting every single trade kill with the rifle, so he can just try to rifle at this point, and HSB can switch onto that op. But again, they don't have enough money to go for a decent buy in this one. They're just going for an eco, only an op on the Joker and HSB with that M4. Let's see what Team Come Mid can, you know, get out of this one. We do have a lot of players to stack over there. That's the first kill. There you go. Up there coming in, take down Soulmate. Bono and King is gonna be there to get that trade kill. HSB comes in. For them.
HSB throws a Molotov straight towards his. It's going to be a flanking shooter who's just whiffing some of the shots. So close to losing that gun. As it's going to be taken out by King. And Musab's going to trade out King, and it's a 1 versus 2 read hate needed from Joker, who has the AWP in hand, potentially looking for a player, maybe crossing over to CT from mid. But it looks like he's going to go for this. Musab looks to be backing off towards ramp, whereas Trans is currently sat just behind boxes. Tries to do anything he can. It's just Musab swings. He's going to get the swing of Joker, take him out, and force a 13-8 towards RFTS. But it looks like it might be just one more full buy for come mid before things start to get really bad for them. So, you look at the economy for come mid. If they lose this round, they're going to be very shattered for the next round, which is going to be maybe a match point towards RFTS. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, look at the buy again from City side. They're still going for that 1-up onto Bono. I don't know what team come mid they want to do at this point, but hopefully it works out for them, because if it doesn't, Team RFTS, they're more likely to just get the first map in their favor. But look at that aggression made towards Palace. Gets the first kill, and now he's just having a little bit of movement issue over there, but somehow makes his way towards a main. And now there is still a player towards a main, and that is going to be Abdur. Soulmate wants to go more aggressive here, but it's not going to work out for him. Abdur gets second on to Soulmate. Musab comes in from the back, takes on Joker, who was trying to go aggressive towards mid. SR just having a look at the push coming in from B apps, and again it is a 3 versus 4 in favor of the T side. Bomb is all the way towards T spawn right now, and Team RFTS, they're gonna make their move quickly now. SR and Musab making their way towards B, and there's only one player guarding B at this point, and that is gonna be King.
Yeah, the bombs went back in T spawn though. That's the only problem I have at the moment. Maybe you're seeing SR and the flashbangs from Musab to try and fake out the fact that they're pushing B potentially, and then maybe wrap it back to A as you see Shooter and Abdul in very good positions now. They can take out Bono, who is sat on ticket booth, gets the hit on him but just doesn't finish off the kill. But I don't think anyone has a grenade. Actually, Abdul has a grenade which could just flush him out, forces Bono to back up, and now the bomb is being swung out onto B side, and they've completely faked him out the other way. They thought it was B onto A, but it's a fake on A onto B. Bomb being planted down. Oh. Very well played from RFTS, and this could really switch some things up and sort of mess with the heads, as Abdul's going to take out Bono, SR is going to take out King, and it's just going to be HSB left in his spawn, and he really needs to save this rifle. Looks to be swinging and gets 1 kill onto SR, and he might just find Abdul as he's running into the spawn, unless he gets a very unlucky time, in which he does. Abdul takes our HSB, and potential force by needed from come mid or another E win the next 7 rounds in a row. It's not looking good for them so far, as this could potentially be match point, if not game over, if the force is lost. But it looks to be Deagle's scouts and CZ's with armor heading into the 23rd round, the penultimate match point. It's a 1D from HB from window to top mid, but the trade's going to come in from SR and force a.
And there you go, Shooter towards B as well. He's just trying to, I think King might get a little, cocky over here and try to push in with the scout, and he did, but now he knows that there are 2 players towards B, and he's just gonna back off. He tags down SR to 24 HP. I think he was looking for another tag. I think he tagged a player towards short as well, which was, okay, he actually missed a shot towards B short. Alright, there you go. But right now, Team come mid, they're not looking that bad. Look at their buy. I mean, they do have deagles in their hands, and HSB, he landed that insane shot onto Abdur. King having a scout with him at this point as well, and they are still, like, position themselves towards a push coming in from mid, but actually 3 players from the T side, they're making their way towards A main, and they need to reposition themselves all the way towards CPL. Got second on to Soulmate, and I think no one knew at this point that Trans is going to be there towards ladder. HSB still rocking on to that deagle. There's still 1 player, and that is going to be Trans. They need to get this kill on for him. He's going to be really deadly otherwise.
Yeah, a lot of damage heading onto King from Trans there by him. The spray down from SR onto Joker, who was taken. Forces a 2 versus 4, and this round, as much as I can say, they need to save the weapons, but they don't exactly have the best of weapons, and they don't exactly have a lot of time to win this round. I believe King is still trying to find a player and thinks it's on B side, but HSB 1D SR takes him out, and looks to be able to save off the weapons from come mid, unless Trans anything to say about it. Doesn't get ding through the wall, takes out King, potentially knows that last player's position as well. Judging from the kill, the nade from Musab's damaged a little bit of armor onto HSB, and match point heading into the next round for RFTS.
I think it's you know, it won't be wrong if I say that that was probably the best lurk round coming in from Crowd in this one.
Yeah, the way he's just more or less snuck his way onto B site, as well as taking out 2 players that round, was just blaming him. But match point now, Bono's going to take out Shooter through the wall with a headshot. Brilliant play from him, now taking out one of the key AWPers on this team, as Abdul looks to be fast swinging out of apartments. A failed nade from King goes straight back into the face of him, and HSB looks to be taking out Abdul through the smoke and gets the kill. Force of 3 versus 5, 2 players currently sat in underpass to be into Soulmate's hand, but SR's going to take him out. Flashbangs coming in from Musab to maybe flash the player on short. A little bit of a boost coming in towards window to sort of get a surprise maybe from jungle, or take out King rotating through CT here. As it just looks to be, I believe that's going to be SR potentially seeing him. HSB looks to be trying to flank up potentially, but it's going to be a very big retake from RFTS to win the match, or a very strong defense from come mid to stay alive in this series.
I mean, right now they do have a man advantage for them. Musa, there you go. He was trying to get that kill onto HSB, and he's finally gonna get this one. Takes him down, making it a 3 versus 4 now in favor of team. I mean, come mid, I guess. But again, SR, he is low, but he gets the kill onto Bono, and now they get the man advantage for themselves. Team RFTS. There is one player, and that is gonna be Joker, who is making his way towards, I guess, 100 pass. There you go. King got taken on to SR, and now it is going to be a 2 versus 2. Musab and Trans versus Joker and King. And King is going to get that kill on Trans, and now a 1 versus 2. Musab left alone against King and Joker.
He's got it all to work for here now with the AWP in hand. Trying his very best to see what he can do with it.
There you go. Musab got second on the King, and now in a 1 versus 1, can they get the first map in their favor? Team RFTS. Musab, he is sitting on 2 kills right now. The bomb though is not planted for Joker at this point. I mean, for Musab at this point, and he's gonna get that easy defuse. I mean, obviously going for the same, you know, strat. Pros don't fake, and there you go. They get the defuse for themselves. Team come mid, 9-15 in the scoreline.
Yeah, a very huge round for come mid to sort of win here. They need that to come back into this match now and start breaking the economy and try and regain and bring this back to a tie. But you see Shooter's economy, even if they lose this round, buy another AWP. If they lose that round, they'll still have more money as well to buy more AWPs. So they've got to consistently be shutting down these players. As Shooter, as I spoke about as well, just takes out Joker. Abdul takes out Bono. The player on top of Heaven's going to take down Trans. It's going to be Soulmate. And now he's got it all to work for here. As it looks to be a little bit of a rotation back towards Bomb to try and go towards B.
I mean, again, it is a 4 versus 3, and there's one player guarding B at this point for the CD side, and that is going to be HSB. And now Team RFTS making their way towards mid, and all the players, they're just having a look at the openings towards mid, towards B short, Nest, and Soulmate still playing in towards CT with that. From us, is going to switch on to that M4, and Abdur has an op in his hand because again he only has 8 HP left, as the bomb with him as well, a Molotov, flashbang, and a nade to work with. Team RFTS, they have sort of a mid control for themselves, so if they decide to go towards B short and try to plant the bomb towards B, they should potentially win the round.
Yeah, it's all about all about which side they pick at this point. Sorry, so come is just put all their chips onto A, but they're not exactly. Like the B push is slowly coming in. Shooter's going to try and bait out as much noise as he can front. Looking for the player in jungle who's just currently sat in a corner in Cubby. Sorry, he's going to swing out now and takes out Shooter. And now it's a 3 versus 3, but they're completely oblivious to the push onto B site. And now the bomb going down for RFTS. No player behind bench, which SR is looking for. And he might just find HSBC, and Short instead takes him out. HSB has gone down. 2 versus 3 retaining for come mid to sort of stay alive in this match. Otherwise, it's going to be 1-0 in the series to RFTS. The sniper from Abdor takes out King. Absolutely huge sniper. And the final player, Soulmate, is going to be taken down. Never mind, Musab's going to be taken down by Soulmate. And name from Abdor to shut up the first map. RFTS map pick for Mirage. And RFTS win on Mirage.
Yeah, I mean, that was. I mean, you can't say in any ways that was a one-sided match, can you?
Nah, both teams going back and forth more or less. It's just, I believe it's just the early presence on the CT side from RF, then win the round or win the whole map in itself. They started off very strong, sort of more or less broke the momentum, broke the hearts of the players, and then when it came to the T side, the score went from 8-7 half time, and come mid got 2 rounds in the second half.
I mean, talking about the teams right now, team come mid, they were lacking a lot in this game, and it's not even in one aspect. It's actually like no one was expecting HSB to go with that performance. I mean, honestly, I wasn't. I actually thought he was gonna be neck to neck with Trans. And we all saw how good Trans played in this one, right? I mean, he got almost 30 kills, and I actually thought that HSB is gonna be somewhere near to Trans, but I mean, I guess how many kills did he got in this one? 13, 14 maximum? I don't know, but
HSB got 13, yeah.
Yeah, 13 kills for him as well. So yeah, this was definitely not expected. But talking about Nuke, we do have. I mean, we saw Team Come Mid. Me and you, we actually casted that game, and Team Come Mid, they actually won that game. I can't remember the team right now, but they actually won that match against. I think that was Team Ethereal Esports, if I'm not wrong. In Nuke, they play really good. That's the thing that I remember about them. But again, second map is gonna be Nuke. Team Come Mid's pick, and let's see if they can take on RFTS in the second map of this best of 3 matchup. But before that, let's have a quick look at the highlights from this game.
Seagull with him gets the first shot onto Rampe, and Peaks Banana connects the second shot as well. Gets the kill onto Flinch, and now he's gonna get cornered. He does get a shot onto Neo, and now in a 1v1.
You know it, it's Pokemon.
Seagull with him gets the first shot onto Rampe, and Peaks Banana connects the second shot as well. Gets the kill onto Flinch, and now he's gonna get cornered. He does get a shot onto Neo, and now in a 1v1.
You know it, it's Pokemon.
Match between RFTS and Come Mid. We've already seen the first map on Mirage been completed and won by RFTS. Can they swing back another game and win 2-0, or will Come Mid come back into this game and maybe come back to force a map 3? We already see so far within this match, Come Mid already got a 5 versus 3 on their hands with the bomb being planted already. Can they win this pistol round? Very crucial for them, starting on the T side.
I mean, Team Come Mid, they have already planted in towards A and HSB. He's not gonna let Team RFTS win this one that easily. 16-9 was a scoreline in the first game, and now we're live with the second one. And RFTS, I don't think they're gonna go for this retake, because again, it is a 3 versus 5, and Tranch just gets a kill onto Joker, and that was totally unexpected. Bono takes down Tranch, SR takes down Bono. A lot of trade kills being given over here. Abdul has a defuse kit with him, but bomb is explode now, and Team Come Mid, they're gonna get the first round in their favor, 1-0.
Very good start from Come Mid. They won their last match pistol round within the first half, and they've won it once again in the second half. Are they going to be able to swing together the round? We see a little bit of a force spy coming in from RFTS. Is this going to be a retaliation to sort of stop them swinging together more rounds, or are they sort of doing this to try and close out this match early?
Team RFTS, they have a whole map advantage for them, so they can do whatever they want at this point, honestly. And considering that Abdur, he still has a deagle with him, he's gonna get 1 kill, I think, out of this one. He's gonna be doing his job quite well over there. And King gets taken down by Abdur. There you go. But HSB gets the trade kill onto Abdur with that UMP, and Joker trying to contest that coming in. I mean, obviously CTs, they have the city sides, they do have a few deagles with them as well. So the long range fight isn't. They can clearly obviously engage the long range combat as well. There you go. SR comes in from the back, gets 2 kills with those UMPs. And now it's all onto Bono and Soulmate, and they're gonna go for the retake at this point. They don't have the defuse kit obviously, but they are gonna go for the retake nonetheless. SR, the last player alive, and he gets the kill onto Bono. And how did they manage to win this one, Team RFTS? That was a perfect retake from their side, and Team Come Mid. I mean, I don't even know what happened this round, honestly.
I think it was the fast push on obviously ramp that came in forced a 4v4 instantly, and then I think it was SR heading up into control room, takes out 2 players, forced the 2 versus 2, and then takes out another player isolated on site, and then wins the 1v1 on top of Catwalk. So SR really took over within this round, that last round, to sort of win their force buy and sort of force another force buy from Come Mid. This time on the outside with the UMP.
Again,
very
I don't think that is a good decision to go and contest HSB with that goal towards mid. And there you go, he almost got taken off over there. Musab is left with 9 HP. And Team Come Mid now. SR has an M4 in his hand. Yes, they have all the weaponry that they need. SR gets the first kill on the Joker, and now looking for a... There you go, HSB drops in towards mid, and he's not gonna give any position over there towards the garage, but Shooter is gonna be there towards City, getting a kill on HSB, making it a 5 versus 3 now. Soulmate only has a deagle in his hand, and he's gonna get pushed by Abdur. Should be able to get this kill onto Abdur quite easily if he just times him and, you know, peaks correctly. Shooter again with that M4 towards mid, getting onto Bono. Abdur takes Soulmate out, and Team RFTS, they're gonna win the second round quite easily. And Shooter with the MVP in the last game, 3 kills for him in the last round.
Yeah, Shooter's got 3 kills, just like SR got last round. I believe he got either 3 or 4 kills. So both of these players are already starting off strong within this match, but it's just a slow start from Come Mid. They win the pistol round, lose their pretty much should be a 3 round more or less, but the force buy from RFTS helps out massively. And that's gonna be a push up to the outside. Musaf with the UMP, knowing the force buy is coming in. Very good kill from him so far. And now SR has got 4 players to work against. Gets 1, Trans gets 1 other. Everyone's just getting kills. Trans got 2, SR got 2 as well. A 3-1 lead for RFTS so far. Not looking good for Come Mid, but being on the unfavored T side on this map, still I feel like if they can get maybe like 5-6 rounds within the first half, they'll be looking good into the second half.
I mean, this map as well is considered to be a city side map, and Team RFTS, they get their side one more time. Shooter with the op, and I think a double op setup in this map is gonna get quite perfectly for them. Team RFTS, Musab, can hold the mid angle and one operator. You need two operators in the city side of this map. One player can go on and play towards mid, and the second operator can play towards the A ramp. But right now, Trans has been taken off by King, and they have the man advantage right now. Team come mid, a 5 versus 4. Joker is not going aggressive towards mid. He's having a passive angle working on for himself, and Shooter has actually gone aggressive towards the CT side, and he has an op with him, and he's gonna spot HSB, and he takes him down. HSB was definitely not expecting this aggression coming in from Shooter towards Secret. Now Abdur just using his utility towards ramp to just try to hold off the T's.
Yeah, try and shut them back as much as they can. It's going to be Shooter with the ore pushing up ramp. It's going to bargain for more than he wants. Takes up Bono, backs away a little bit because he knows 2 more there. Up is going to take out 1, potentially get a second if he gets the flick, and there it is. A 1 versus 4 retake needed once again from Come Mid. It's not a good start for them at all. And it's going to be Shooter potentially to clean up the kill. Has he just seen him? Just missed the orb. Just stay alive there and let Abdur clean up the kill for you. Never mind. Joker takes out Abdur. The Molotov coming in, burns a live Joker, and allows RFTS to win their 4th round in a row. SR and Shooter, 13 kills combined within 5 rounds. Really started off strong within this match.
I mean, I was not expecting this to happen for Team Come Mid, considering that they won the first round so comprehensively. Just the way that they pushed towards A, the pistol round was just great for them. But then they just started crumbling, and right from that, again, Musab getting a kill on his soulmate right off the back. HSB with the Tech 9. Let's see if this one works out. Gets second on to Musab, and he's gonna get hold of that AK. There's a player towards his right, and that's gonna be SR. HSB gets second on his shooter, gets another one on to SR. Quick reflexes being shown by HSB, and now a 2 versus 2. Bono and HSB versus Trans and Abdur. And again, Abdur has a scoped AR with him. Trans having an AK with him. Abdur just having a look at the push coming in from A ramp. And the second player is all the way towards middle. And that is going to be Trans. And Bono has the bomb with him. He's going to go for the plant. And Trans is going to go there to go for the retake. And I don't think he should go alone at this point. Bono has the angle logged in from where Trans is coming from. And here you go. Trans has spotted HSB. Gets kill onto him, but Bono takes his head off. Now it is going to be a 1 versus 1 between Bono and Abdur. Bono has a deagle with him. Abdur having 19 HP and an scoped AR to work with. Has a smoke and a flashbang as well, so he can potentially go for the ninja. But again, he has no HP to work on that level, and he gets taken onto Bono. He just heard him pushing in towards that side, and this has worked out so perfectly for Team RFTS. And I'm pretty sure HSB he's not gonna be happy with this one.
Yeah, I mean the tap of the fan, the smoke fake out the fuse just allowed the fuse to come just straight into the screen. You sort of had that feeling it was coming in, but you see earlier in the round, HSB with the AK gets a lovely 2 spray, but then just gets the most unfortunate angle and gets his head taken clean out, and then just allows the fuse to come in for RFTS to win the round. SR once again just showing the slaying prowess that he can do with that M4. Takes out another player, forces a 4 versus 5. Flashbang coming in, SR gets 1, and once again we're talking about his presence there with the AR. Gets 3 kills as soon as the pistol comes out. He's dropping. Joker argues back with his own 3 hit piece, and now it's all down to Abdur as the smoke is going to be failed, pushing up onto the heaven. Comes down in the open, and Joker cleans up the rest of the kills. A 2 versus 4 retake completed by Joker. 4 kills from him. Absolutely huge there.
Alright then, so Team RFTS 5-2. Team Come Mid, they somehow won the last round, and I mean, right now, Team RFTS, they're just making it look so easy. The way that they're playing this game, the way that they're just getting those early picks, just like that. And again, look at that. SR has gone aggressive, but HSB is going to be there to collect both of those kills. And I think B side should be open for Team Come Mid to go and take on 4 versus 3. It is going to be in favor of the T side.
The one player's there to try and stop any push that he can. King's going to damage him through the wall. Musab's going to be left between a rock and a hard place with a Molotov in his hands, and Shroud has got it, or Shroud, sorry, SR. Shroud again, my bad. He's got it all to work with here. SR takes out King and now looks for another kill. Maybe just behind the metal sheet here. Musab can take him out. Bono's going to be taken out by Musab, and the player just in cubby is going to... Joker's going to take out Musab, and Trash is going to win that one-on-one. Very crucial to save the economy for RFTS. If you take a look at it, if he lost that round, it would not be looking good, but now a 6-2 scoreline towards RFTS. But look at the econ, or the money coming in from Com Mid. They've pretty much got 2, maybe 3 rounds of money put together, or maybe just one full buy and full rush to sort of try and swing back this game so far. 8 rounds in, 6-2 to RFTS. It's not a good start, but it's a CT-sided map, so they'll be happy so far with 2 rounds.
And considering that Team RFTS, they need to at least get to 7 or 8 rounds in the first half from mid, because they don't want to take the risk, because again, if they lose this match, they're going to lose the best of 3 matchup, obviously. But there you go again, Musab and Abdur getting both of those kills on the T side, and now it's all going to be Bono and HSB in a 2 versus 5. What can they do at this point? Bono making his way towards A now and gets second on the shooter. Alright then, a 2 versus 4. They're looking to go and get this one in their favor, but Musab has already spotted the bomb, and he has an MP9 in his hand.
Yeah, knowing where the bomber's position is, it's going to sort of force the players of RFTS to rotate towards that bomb and more or less defend that as much as they can. You see just the players of Com Mid, Bono and HSB slowly rotating back from Marshmallow, and it's going to get taken out just right next to it as Abdul takes out Bono, fights, gets a shoulder kick to HSB, finds him but gets taken down, and SR is going to be the first line of defense for HSB potentially as he's aiming to try and retake here. Exposed through the smoke from both players, Musab's going to be the only one to connect, forcing a 55 HP retake needed. May just be a save at this point.
I mean, he will want to save at this point again, but Team RFTS, they are hunting for him, and they're not going to let him save that AK that easily, because they know how deadly HSB can be. There you go again, some over there. Yeah, this is one of the matches where I really expect Team Com Mid to just play at their full potential, and they just can't do that right now. Look at Soulmate having 1 kill in 10 rounds.
Yeah, it's kind of a switch up from him from last round. I mean, I believe last game, I think HSB had 13 kills, and now he's seriously struggling at this point. So, oh no, so not HSB, sorry, Soulmate, my bad. Soulmate had 15 kills last match, and now he only has 1 kill, so he has not had a good start, but I believe HSB has started to do really well for himself compared to last game, but Shooter's going to shut down any dreams of Joker, and Musab's going to shut down HSB once again. And now it's a 3 versus 5 retake. It's a lot of retakes needed here from Com Mid. It's just they have been struggling to get the first, second, or third blood at this point, and they really are just being forced into these retakes every single time. So I feel like if they need to come back into this game, they need to start winning the gunfights off the bat and start forcing RFTS to play a bit more passively, where they can make their favoured pushes as much as they can. But see, one player outside, Bono, on his soulmate just outside Squeaky, takes out Trans, quite an easy kill for him, whereas the last player is just waiting for kills to come in. And this could be the collapse onto the site. SR takes out 1, he knows where another player's going to be. Brilliant read onto King. Is he going to read the kill onto Soulmate, who's currently just onto the site, takes him out as well. Beautifully played by SR on top of Mini. Finds all kills beautifully read. 16 kills for him so far. The only kill with double digits. Heading into the 11th round, 8-2 so far. Not looking good for Com Mid, as I've said before, and I'll say it at the exact same time again, but economy's kind of in the bin so far. Tech9 5-man push looks to be coming in from Com Mid into B, onto B side, and it's just going to be them faking. They look to be going down Vent to sort of get to the other bomb site and try and do whatever they can to get control of that site. SR's going to take down Joker with the shaky shots. He only just gets it through the smoke, and it's a wonderful kill. Bomb's been planted onto B after the fake on A was done. The King's going to take out Abdul, and now force a 4 versus 4 retake. 4 versus 3, 4 versus 2. HSB is done absolutely beautifully there to take them all down. And for once in this game, Com Mid are going to force the retake for RFTS, and it's going to force them to save their weapons. Beautiful push onto B after faking out on the smokes and stuff onto A to push down Vent, take out the kill, and get full control of the site. It's just crafted so beautifully. 3rd round coming in for Com Mid. Their first win of a round within the last 4. It's very unfortunate. for RFTS to be pushed like that, but not much you can do. Is Tran's going to take out a player, look for more players, but King's going to take him out. Third round on the board for Come Mid, and just need players to sort of start stepping up in this game now for Come Mid to start swinging these rounds together.
I mean, Team Come Mid, they're again it's only 3 rounds right now, and Team RFTS, I guess right now the way that they're playing, it looks like they might get. I mean, not might. They are gonna get to double figures in the first half, just the way that they're playing right now. Again, look at that shooter with the off, so aggressive, and gets second down to Soulmate, but he will get taken down eventually by King. A 4 versus 4. The Opera has been taken down on the B side over there, and now I mean on the CT side, my bad. And now again, Abdur playing the same angle as he loves to towards ramp, and he has spotted HSB. He's gonna give him a tag, and he has lost 60 of his health at that point.
Yeah, Joker had a nade being thrown at him, and just doesn't help out speed. But Joker, obviously, where the nade got thrown by a player onto A, so it's not going to help him out with the HB situation. But it does not matter for Abdul. The headshot already comes in, takes him out instantly, and Bono has it all to do with here once again. It's just players from Come Mid are always being left inside of retake positions, and it's just not really looking good for them so far. But it looks to be just a save inside of Garage. He's got 50 seconds to work with. Can he stay alive and save this weapon for the rest of the match?
I mean, he has to, considering, because I think Bono, if he goes for the save and he somehow manages to hold on to that AK by the end of the round, he can drop another weapon to his teammates. And again, Team Come Mid, they are not doing that good in terms of their economy right now, so they need Bono to hold on to that AK at this point. Trans is trying to hunt him down, but he's gonna get in fight over there with SR, and he's gonna take him down. 37 HP left on him. Moves going back, and he gets second along to Bono and Team RFTS on 9 rounds. One more round and they'll jump towards double figures.
Yeah, you see the economy. It's actually not too bad. It's better than I thought it would have been after that loss, but I guess a loss bonus coming in from Come Mid, where they've lost quite a lot of rounds in a row, does not exactly help them, but does help them in the economy factor by weapons, but not exactly in the scoreline factor. So, heading into the 13th round, so 9-3 scoreline so far for RFTS. They've started doing so well now, compared to the last half match where the half score was 8-7, and now it's just a 9-3 lead. They look to sort of be rushing once again onto sides potentially, or just trying to, you know, maybe play a little bit passive knowing the full boys coming in. But Soulmate's running straight through the fire and the flames and just trying to get into any place that he can, pushing up to ramp, maybe getting onto B side. Abdul's backing up now, going to take out Soulmate, never mind, he just gets it. Misses some easy shots, I guess, where he's running around potentially, not standing still while shooting. It doesn't exactly help him out massively, but Joker maybe getting a free kill into SR, trying to lurk around the back, takes him out, and might have another player to push here from Squeaky. That's going to be Shooter to shoot him down. And now a 3 versus 4 retake, maybe a 3 versus 3 retake needed as HSB takes down Musab, and maybe gets another player here as Abdul takes a HSB, opens the door, King swings, taken down by Abdul once again, his 3rd kill off the round. Make that his 4th potentially if he sees the player. Maybe back onto ramp. So we Bono here. Just to get the first kill, takes out Abdul. Very good flick onto the head and good peek. Gets another player. Has he done enough time?
I don't think he has enough time to go for the defuse. Oh, he does. He does.
It's going to be about 2 seconds.
Oh my god. That was a good try coming in from Bono. The first shot. What was that shot from him? A 1-tap onto, I believe that was SR if I'm not wrong, but that was insane stuff. But again, it didn't want them around. That's the main point. Team RFTS on double figures now. 10 the scoreline.
Yeah, this could be this round's lost for Come Mid. This will potentially be 12-3 for RFTS from both teams. So I get a feeling the winner of this will win the next round. As Bono takes out Abdul, Musab takes out King, and Bono looks for another player, just misses, shooting with the orb. Now comes in for the backup. HSB gone, just missed the flick onto Bono. And Soulmate here is now backing him up as well. It's just every player is more or less backing up everyone else. They've all got each other's backs here. You can just tell that from the teamwork. The amount of times they've probably played together, either throughout the qualifiers or throughout other tournaments. Their chemistry is there. Shooter only just missing, but it's taken a lot of damage by Soulmate. Sorry, that's Musab, so it's taking a lot of damage. But penultimate round now, 3 versus 4 retake once again needed from Come Mid. I've said this so many times of how the retakes are really damaging Come Mid's sort of round wins, but can they come back onto this here?
They really need to win this one. Having 3 rounds in the first half is not good. And look at that against Shooter, just deleting Bono from the server over there. 4 versus 2, Soulmate and Joker. And honestly, I don't even want to talk about Soulmate's kills at this point. I mean, look, 2 kills in 14 rounds is not a scoreline that you want to have in the main league of a tournament. And I mean, he is struggling right now. But Musa, look, what was the angle from
That's
Musa?
a disgusting angle.
I've
never seen that.
And now it's all on the Joker. A 1 versus 3 gets taken down by SR and Team RFTS. They're looking to just, you know, completely destroy Commit in this map, in their own map pick.
The creativity coming in there from Musab with the AWP shot is just unbelievable. And you think that's the sort of creativity teams do. You see it on the replay here. That creative plays sort of throws off the minds of the other players. It's about a million angles to pick from. But through a doorway, through the bottom of with a little archway into ramp as well. It's just the plays like that really show why players stand out. Bono swings out straight away and takes down the AWP shooter. That has got to be some ego on him to challenge an AWP at long range like that. Very well played. Musab's got it all to work with here. His players push down Secret. Abdul takes out 1, Musab takes down the other, and now it's a 3 versus 4. Same as last round, 3 versus 2, 4 versus 2, 4 versus 1. Trans takes down 2 players, gets the final kill. Half goes towards RFTS. A dominant 12-3 performance from RFTS, as well as SR. Every single player, sorry, on that team, 10 plus kills, but SR 18 and 6, 3 KD. Let's just take a look at the other team. We've said this as well. Soulmate needs to maybe stand up and start coming alive in this game, only having 2 kills. King with 6 kills. It's not a good look for them.
This is not the RFTS that I mean. This is not the commit that I know. I'm not talking about the team. Obviously, the team is newly founded, but all of these players, Soulmate, HSB, you know, Bono, these 3 players at least, they've been playing together for quite a while now. I mean, not talking about Bono, but at least HSB and Soulmate. And it's not even about the team play anymore, because considering that Soulmate has 2 kills right now, HSB on 10 and King on 6 kills, I don't even know what's happening at this point. This is probably a demotivating factor for them. And I'm not talking about this game. I'm particularly talking about the whole tournament. If they're gonna lose to Team Come Mid, and it's not even just a 2-0 in a best of 3 matchup. It's, if you talk about the maps specifically, losing 16-9 in the first map in you know, Team RFTS map pick, and then on Team Come Mid's own map pick, 12-3 in the first half. That is just insane stuff from Team RFTS. They're just playing this one too perfectly.
Yeah, if they win this pistol round, it's going to have to force a force buy from Come Mid here, and this could just potentially be quicker than we thought. It could just be a 16-3 win at this point. The way they're playing compared to Come Mid, it's just unmatched at this point. See 3 players pushing towards me. It's going to be Abdul, Joker's going to take him out. It's going to be another player, Shooter and SR. Can they take them both out? But they look to be having a lot of fun at this point, RFTS. They're jumping around a place with pistols, taking angles that they shouldn't be. Soulmate and Joker's going to take out more places. King's going to take out Musab. And makes a difference now. Instead of a 1 versus 5 in Come Mid's hand, it's going to be a 1 versus 5 needed from RFTS's own Trans, but it's going to be very difficult for him, as King is going to take him out. 2 kills from him, 2 kills from Joker, 1 kill from Soulmate, finally getting on the board once again after struggling in the first half. Can he really come alive this next half?
Team Come Mid, they just really wanted Trans to just feel like, you know, how it feels to be in a 1 versus 3 or a 1 versus 4 situation, and they just made him feel like that. But again, Team Come Mid, they won the first round. They really needed this one. A force buy coming in from Team, I mean, not a force buy, a partial buy coming in from Team RFTS. They do have a few deals and Tech in their hands, and a Molotov on to Musab. And on the CT side, we have a couple of rifles and SMGs to work with. And let's see if Team Come Mid can try, you know, I mean, obviously they are going to try to push towards Secret, but Joker is going to be there with that scope AR, gets second on the Shooter, and he's going to look for more.
Yeah, he's always trying to get as many kills as he can with this AUG in hand. He potentially could find Abdul hit. He spotted his head, but can he spot the kill? We're looking to get the Deagle kill, takes him out. Beautiful tap onto the head of Abdul. Now it's a 5 versus 3 in the favor of Come Mid. It's just the force buy is always coming in from teams. It's just not working that well sometimes, but it's going to force a 3 versus 5 for RFTS, and now it's going to force a 4 versus 3, sorry, after the kill from Trans takes out Bono. Very well played. players pushing in now. It's going to be a wonderful ace there from Joker. Beautifully played there. Now takes out every single player in the lobby and now gets a 15th kill of the lobby. Very well played for him now, but they've really started to come back into this game now. 2 rounds in a row for come mid. So trying their very hardest to start winning this game now. All the utility being thrown outside now towards every single player of RFTS. One player sat on top of Marshmallow. It's going to be Soulmate sat inside a hut trying to stop any push that's going on, but it's going to be a quick push into Secret, and now Joker's got it all to do with here again. He's going to see everyone. Musab's going to take him out before he can do anything this game. And it's just been beautifully executed so far from RFTS. It's going to be Musab watching in the ladder as much as he can, but there's going to be some flashbangs being thrown in and smokes onto the site. As now it looks to be Shrouds, or SR, sorry, maybe to push up to sort of back up his teammates. Bomb is pushed into control room, and there's only one player left alone on side of B side. If he's been taken down, then that's going to be potentially round over.
Yeah, that is
HSB.
Yeah, it is HSB alone over there, and if he can get at least 1 to 2 kills over here, that would be great for Team Come Mid. But Abdur now making his way towards the side, and look at Musab only having 1 HP with him, and he's gonna have to play this one really safe right now. HSB does get taken down by Shooter eventually, looking for more now. Shooter with that AK. Musab gets taken down to Bono, a 2 versus 5 all of a sudden, a 1 versus 5, and Soulmate is gonna be left alone in a 1 versus 5 situation, having a UMP in his hand.
Yeah, he's got it all to work with here now, Soulmate. He's going to take our Shooter, tries to get more kills if he can, but the bomb's not exactly going to be in the best spot for him to get more kills. He might be able to take out Musab, who's on 1 HP if he spots him. Look for the spin on them. Trans gets taken down by him. A 13-5 and some love taps going into the head of Soulmate to give karma back to them. Come mid, you saw in the first and second game, they started shooting a little bit of bodies, just a little bit of like love taps towards their team, but now that's again dominated. It's just being straight back into their hands.
Again, just look at that Team RFTS. Team Come Mid, they haven't let Team. Have they won a single round on the T side? They have. Team RFTS, they've won a single round on the T side. But again, look at that Joker goes aggressive towards ramp, gets taken on the trans, and he's gonna back off just at the right time. 19 HP left on him. Up there, he's gonna look to get that critical launch to Bono, and he does. Man advantage has been equalized. They do have a few deagles with them as well. King has a deagle actually in his hand, and Joker obviously having less HP over there is gonna switch on to that deagle. Shooter trying to get that opening kill towards a 4 versus 4. It is gonna be Team RFTS pushing in towards back, and now they're gonna try to get that mid control and potentially make their way towards B. What are they doing at this point? I think they're just lining up some smokes, and they're gonna try to get that mid control and go towards Secret and then towards B.
Yeah, they may be looking for a push down Secret and maybe go towards tunnels to get towards B, or they may be trying to fake out the flashes and everything to force the players to head to outside and then maybe push up into hut, into A site. Very confusing strategies coming in from both teams here, but it's all going to come down to gunplayers. Soulmate, as soon as that smoke drops, he kills everyone. Takes down 1 player. Soulmate gets down Musab. HSB takes down Shooter. It's now a 2 versus 4 retake needed. Abdul's in a very good position to take out Joker. Sees the legs of him and shuts him down. Gets taken down by King himself. And now a 1 versus 3 needed from SR, who's currently just sat outside. It's going to run into HSB. It's going to be a very close gunfight. Won by HSB. 13-6 in the hands of RFTS still, but they have a lot of rounds and a lot of money to work with now.
And HSD is finally shining off now. I mean, we can't say shining off again. He only has 12 kills right now, but it is at least better than the way that he was playing in the last map. And again, talking about Soulmate right now, not the best that he's playing at this point. But again, he is getting a few kills on the CT side, so I don't want to judge him for the plays that he made on the T side. Right now, Joker and HSB with the diffuse skill, and the rest of the players having a decent amount of utility whatsoever, and they don't have enough economy though. Team Come Mid at this point, they really want to win at least 3 to 4 rounds in a row to at least preserve that economy. And HSB gets on the SR, takes down, goes up looking for a 3rd one, takes him down as well, and a 4th one onto Trans, is completely shutting down Team Come Mid. Single-handedly, HSB just showing off his class. That is exactly what I was talking about. HSB considered as one of the best players in Pakistan, and he just showed that off completely.
Yes, that's exactly what the team needs. They need to come back in this match as much as they can. Spray down. We saw this in the spray down in the trophy room or in that general area. More or less takes over the rounds, and that 4K spray by HSB was absolutely beautiful and huge for the team. As there looks to be one player, King, taking down Musab. SR's gonna take down Soulmate, but King's gonna take it down Abdul once again. 3 versus 4 on an eco round needed for RFTS to win this. But so far in this half, I believe the scoreline being 4-1, potentially 5-1 towards come mid if they win this round. This is the sort of regain they needed after being down 12-3 from the first half. They're doing really well to come back. They're just toying with Shooter at this point. He's been taken down at 4 versus 2 needed.
I mean, actually, it was the other way around. Shooter was just toying over there with King and HSB towards mid. And, I mean, obviously, that's the least that he could do at this point because, again, he had no HP left and then, again, only a deagle to work with. But somehow they do manage to get that kill on the Shooter. And now it is going to be Trans and SR into a 2 versus 4. Only have a few deagles in their hand. SR just try to get that 1D onto, I believe that was Bono, if I'm not wrong. But didn't work out for him. And now HSB again playing in towards mid. He's not going to get taken by any just SR just trying to get that 1 tap onto Bono in 30 seconds remaining. And he will take down Bono. There you go. A 3 versus 2. This is still a doable round for Team IFTS considering. Look at the HP.
Look at the bomb though.
Oh, the bomb is all the way towards T-spawn. 15 seconds remaining. SR left alone in a 1 versus 2. I mean, he has no time to make this bomb go in towards A. I don't think he has enough time. This is going to be a round for Team Come Mid.
Yeah, they obviously done very well to get the position in, but they just completely left the bomb behind and just more or less screwed them completely over. He saved an AK though, luckily within Garage, but he just missed out the shots of Joker, but it was just very unfortunate though. They've done so well to get the position and so well to get the kills, but where the bomb's been left behind just in case a rotation comes in, it's more or less left them very isolated and just more or less gave away the round completely. If they had bomb there, they could have easily planted on B and had a very good chance to come back. But saving an AK, saved a little bit of eco and allows you to drop for another player now. It's just going to be another full weapon buy round from both teams here. Very exciting in the 22nd round now. 13-8 at the scoreline. Still struggling to win rounds now, RFTS. As come mid have come alive. And it's going to be Musab here, trying his very best as Soulmate swings out of mid. That's what Musab take him out 4 versus 5 now. In the hands, or 5 versus 1 in the hands of come mid. Potentially a 5 versus 3, choking some shots. King with the nade, probably going to take him out there. HSB takes out SR, King takes out Abdul, and it's just a game of trades, and the round's been won once again by come mid. As certain players have really stepped up now. Joker, I believe, went from having 6 kills in the first half to 19. I believe King and Bono on 12 kills now. HSB had 11 kills in the first half, got to 18, and Soulmate now hits 7. I don't know if it's either the fact that come mid has really started to do very well, or if RFTS is slowly starting to get a little bit too complacent and struggle to win rounds now.
I mean, it is definitely the first one. Team come mid, they've finally stepped up their game at this point. That they really needed to do this in the first map as well. But I mean, it's still not over yet. This is a league stage of this tournament. IGen Masters 2020 presented by DU Gamers Arena, and obviously the teams will get more chances, you know, because at this stage every team is possibly going to play every other team in this league stage as well. So again, this is the first match, it's still not over yet. 9 to 13 is the scoreline. Soldier gets second on his Shooter. SR lands a tap onto Joker, but SR and Abdur, they're going to be left alone in a 2 versus 3. Bono takes down Trans, but Abdur gets second onto HSB, making it a 2 versus 3 now. Abdur has 44 HP left, has a deagle in his hand. SR has recovered that scope there, has armor as well. So this, I mean, if they can just pull off a miracle at this point, Team RFTS, they might be able to win this one.
Yeah, a miracle's going to be needed at this point. So if they win this round, obviously it's gonna, they're breaking into the economy a little bit of come mid, but they've got a lot of money still to buy for the next 2 rounds. But it's gonna be Abdur looking for the deagle once again onto Bono. We've seen him do this before. Now can he do it again? Just escapes Bono, backs away and gets the kill onto Abdur, and now heard the glass punching from SR, and it's going to be another kill for him. 3 kills in this round. I believe he had 3 kills in the round before, makes his second 3K of this game.
I'm just happy about this one, considering that the first half was 12-3, and look at this right now, 10-13. Team Come mid finally jumping towards double figures, and we might be seeing a potential comeback coming in from the CT side.
I would absolutely love to see a third map in this game. Both teams with such good players, they're all just going back and forwards with these rounds, and it's a lot of fun to commentate over players like this when they have all this sort of skill, swagger, and class about them to where they're getting all these kills. It's just player of my caliber compared to this. I'm very enjoying watching this. If I was able to do this in playing these games, I'd be loving life. But I'm just glad I'm here to commentate over this.
Alright, so let's look at that buy coming in from the T side. We have Shooter going for an op. Up there having an AK with himself. SR. Look at how SR is popping in this one. 21 kills and 12 deaths. No one actually noticed that, but SR again, considering the I guess the role that he plays inside the game, that support role. 21 kills. I mean, these are a lot of kills to get. And Musab having 15 kills as well. I don't think we saw RFTS go for an op on the T side. Did we? I don't think we did. Shooter, I think he just bought the op now. I mean, maybe in 1 round or 2 rounds, but it didn't work out for them. So hopefully it works out for them in this one. They can always try to switch on between Shooter and Musab, because potentially I just saw both of these oppers from the T side just playing on with the rifles, you know. So having an op on the T side, let's see if this one actually, you know, changes the tides in favor of Team RFTS finally, because RFTS, they are struggling at this point. The pressure has, you know, just changed to the T side, because they've only won 1 round on the T side, and that's obviously bad for them.
Yeah, obviously this map, as I said a while ago, it's a CT favoured map, and RFTS obviously dominated on the CT side, but now they are the person getting dominated within this, so they need to potentially, when it comes to offensive, maybe saw some strategies done earlier where obviously on pistol rounds, players were just faking out the A push, went straight down the vents to B, and left everyone just sort of isolated. So that could be an idea to do here, or maybe try and switch up some more players and give them different roles and different weapons. So just got to see what sort of happens once this pause becomes undone. But obviously, if this game goes into RFTS's hand, this series will be over. Otherwise, if Come Mid wins, I believe we are heading over towards a Dust 2 matchup after this map, if it finishes with a win for Come Mid.
Exactly, and right now we have a big pause coming in from, I guess the pause is coming in from Team RFTS, and they really need this one. They're just talking this one through. And we have Trans going for an AK buy. Musab and SR still left to go for a buy in this one, and I think pause has been taken off, and now we're going to be going live. RFTS versus Come Mid, 10-13, and Team Come Mid, they're looking for this comeback, and if they actually manage to go for this one, it is going to be one of the best comebacks of the tournament so far, because 12-3 to, you know, 10-13 or potentially 16-14, I guess. It is a good score line, but right now, again, Team RFTS have gone aggressive towards Ram, and that was just so bad for up there. 2 nades, you know, just exploding right on his foot, and he's gonna be left with 27 HP only, and that's not good from the start of the round. He's only left with like only 1 shot, and I think the best decision right now would just try to switch that off on Abdur so he can potentially get a few kills, because again he's just gonna get one-shotted with that rifle as well. Joker has gone aggressive towards mid, and I don't think anyone is expecting that from the T side. Musa just trying to spot a player towards mid, and he has spotted I guess the second player who's playing towards mid, and that is Bono, or was it? I think that was King, if I'm not wrong. My bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's
King and Soulmate are left on A side, I believe. I think it's just them 2 are both together, just, you know, trying to keep control of the side as best they can.
Yeah, and now HSB has gone aggressive for Secret as well, hasn't spotted anyone as of yet. Team RFTS are making their way towards Ramp, and Bono, he needs to get 2 kills out of this one, and he does. Gets a get onto Abdur, backs off just at the right time. That was perfect from Bono. And now Team RFTS, they're going to be looking to get this side control for them. And he does, takes down Bono, making it a 4 versus 4 now. Drops on the top towards Door, and now 4 versus 3 in the favor of the city side. King gets second on a trans. Joker takes down SR. A lot of great kills, and now Shooter left alone gets taken down by King and team come mid. They're moving in close towards team RFTS.
This is where it starts to become problematic. This is seriously problematic for these players now. This is a 13-11, I believe now, towards RFTS. They've won 1 round in this half. Currently a scoreline in this half alone of 8-1. The economy's slowly getting lower and lower and lower, but obviously where they've lost 4 rounds in a row, the loss bonus is coming in enough to buy AKs and armors and some utility every single round, but they need to start winning this round. Otherwise, it's going to be an absolute nightmare for them heading into the rest of this match, because the sweep's sort of coming in at this point. They've got their broomsticks out and they're looking to sweep them under the carpet. It's just 30. Went from being 12-3 half to just 13-11, and I don't think RFTS have anything at this point to answer back to come mid's defense.
Talking about Team RTS, the only advantage that they have right now is just the fact that they are on the T side. Everyone knows it is on the T side, then it is on the T side, and then again there you go. King has stepped up this game. In fact, that comes in from the back, takes 2 of them down. Joker takes down SR, a potential comeback in the making. Team come mid, only 1 round behind Team RFTS now, and oh, Team RFTS, they're just gonna be so sad about this one. I mean, obviously they're still on the lead, but for how long are they gonna, you know, manage that league? That is the main question. Match has been paused again by the T side and unpaused. There you go. The 3 AKs they have on their side, no off though. I think this round we might be seeing a fast A push coming in from the T side.
I mean, their strategy so far on the T side has worked once out of 10 rounds, so they need to really start getting a little bit more creative. You saw the creativity in the defense from Masab and some of the other players as well, how like their little angles was creative, but now they need to start repeating the success on offense now. Shooter's just getting tagged up from a player on Heaven. That's going to be Soulmate with the M4 doing, not Soulmate, sorry, I believe that's HSB on Heaven, doing very well to tag up some players. Slowly pushing down through.
Alright then, again, no push coming in from both other teams at this point. They're just taking their time. The score line is almost the same, 12-13 right now. 50 seconds remaining. Team RFTS making their way towards B. HSB playing in towards ramp right now, and he should be able to get this kill out of Fran. That's why he's on the board. Joker takes down Shaka. There you go. Joker just completely team. Oh my god, that was just insane stuff coming in from Joker. A much needed round, and what a way to get this round in their favor. Joker single-handedly again just completely destroying Team RFTS. And now it's all on to Trans. A 1 versus 4. Has an AK on him and a flashbang to work with. Soulmate coming in from the back, and okay, that was just so unfortunate. That I don't even know how Joker made that play work out for himself. Only had an AOG with him, and then getting 3 kills in close range fight. That was just insane.
Done very well to get 4 players within that match. Oh, sorry. It's just the spray that was beautiful for him. The first 2 kills is a beautiful spray. Heard the doors open from the double doors onto B side and just got the quick flick onto that player. Heard the glass being smashed once again and got another kill there. As Shooter now takes out Joker. The main slayer for commit has been taken down. It's now 2 versus 4, and this is RFTS's strategy to start coming back and win a round within this match. They have lost about 9 rounds in this, or 10 rounds over in this half to make it a tie, and they're only just about to win their 2nd round in the second half of this game. Is this the momentum they need now?
I mean, potentially talking, they lost around 11 rounds in the second half, and now this is their 2nd round. They finally won this one, 14-13. Team Come Mid, they're not that much behind Team RFTS. I mean, even though Team Come Mid, they were able to win a lot of rounds, The economy on them is, I guess, somewhat decent considering the scoreline right now. Is not a lot of rounds left behind, so they're just chilling at this point. But they really want to win this one. They can't afford to lose this. They do. Team RFTS, they're going to be on the game point, and then again the pressure is going to change back towards Team Nade. That nade is going to do a considerable amount of damage. 80 HP left onto Musab. A 5 versus 5, it is still going to be no op on the T side though, no op on the city side as well. It is a battle of rifles at this point, and Joker, he's just playing so beautifully with that AUG towards mid, I guess. I mean, he loves to play towards mid, and again, he can contest any long range angle that his team wants to. Right now, he's playing towards ramp, actually. That was Bono's and HSB's position. The one thing that you've noticed, Aaron, you might notice, is that team come mid, they like to change their position. It's not like one player is gonna play on a specific position at, you know, any time. They can just, you know, make Bono play towards ramp, and then they can just, you know, make HSB play towards that position as well. But there you go again, Musab and Trans getting both of those opening kills. Now team come mid, someone really needs to step up on the city side. Joker gets the kill onto Abdur, backs off towards Heaven. Trans making his way towards ramp, takes on Bono, and now it is going to be 2 versus 2. Joker and King getting 2 more kills. Trans and Musab, they're just so low at this point. And King and Joker, both of the players, they have a smoke and a flashbang and diffuse skills as well. Both of the players are willing to go for 2 1v1s instead of a 1 1v2. Because again, the team doesn't stay together. But again, Joker drops in, takes a kill onto Musab, and now looking for the second one. Trans only has 12 HP left, and Joker can just hear Trans. I'm pretty sure he just heard him at this point, and the bomb is dropped right in front of Joker. Nothing much that Trans can do at this point, and it is going to be a 14-14 scoreline. This is just turning out to be one hell of a match, and I was not expecting this match to go this much, you know, not one-sided, considering the first half was, you know, 12-13.
Yeah, it's a very big comeback done by Mid now, but players have really started to perform so well. HSB 20 kills, look at Joker, 29 kills, 19 deaths. He's playing so well in the second half. And more or less helping his team so much. You saw he's already had a 4K within this match. He's already had a couple of 3Ks as well in that one spot. Now you're going to see Soulmate take out one. Musab's going to get the trade on Soulmate, and the push is good. He's got through on 4 HP somehow. And there's no one, there's only one player on B side. It's going to be Bono, and everyone's been forced to rotate maybe. But the fake could be coming in as... Take a look at the 2 players. Are they above? They're below, sorry. They're on to B side. But there's 2 players just sat around Trophy trying their very best to get control of ramp.
Yeah, Bono, both of the players are just behind him at this point, and somehow Bono, he needs to get those kills, because if he just drops down over there, there's no one who's going to be guarding B's side. And SRE gets the first one to HSB. Musab just takes down King because of the timing over there. It's all on to Bono and Joker now. Team RFTS, can they make their way towards the game point? Trans just gets a headshot onto Joker, and it's all going to be on Bono now. Bomb has been planted towards A, and Team RFTS, they should be able to get to the game point quite easily. Bono, he just can't afford to lose that M4 at this point. He's gonna try to go for the save. So Team RFTS, they're gonna be jumping towards the game point. Trans is not gonna let him save that M4 just like that. Takes him down. RFTS 15-14 now. One more round, and they're gonna get the first win in the main league of IGen Masters 2020, presented by DU Gamers Arena. This is just so perfect for them. I mean, come mid, I don't even know what to feel right now. Team RFTS, you know, just the way that they played in the first map was just insane. Then the second match, talking about Team Come Mid, I was like, you know what, it's just all over for Team Come Mid. You know, it's just not their day. They can't just play today. You know, HSB, you know, one of the best players in Pakistan, getting so less kills. And talking about Soulmate as well, he only had 2 kills in 18 rounds, I guess. So now that he stepped up to 12 kills as well, and HSB as well on 20 kills, that is just perfect.
Yeah, we spoke about half-time how them players needed to step up, and they really have stepped up. But it's just, I believe RFTS have sort of struggled a little bit to come back into this match. After losing so many rounds on defense, they struggled so much, but they left it really late to come in. And now, last round potentially of this match, we're either going to see an overtime or game over completely. For RFTS was, this, as you said, the first winners in the league, the first map win or the series win, sorry, in this league. Whereas Come Mid would need to win an overtime to come back into this. Now, this could be very dangerous. But We might potentially see the 30th kill from Joker win this match, but the low economy buy due to losing that last round is just not helpful for them. But they're going to do everything they can to sort of try and force an overtime.
Yeah, and right now, again, the pause is no more, and team commit. It's all... I mean, let's have a look at their buy right now. King having a UMP for himself. Bono has a CZ. HSB has an M4 with him. And Joker having a Deagle as well with the Diffuse kit. This is just such a weak buy. If team commit, somehow they manage to win this one, it's probably going to be a miracle at this point. Because again, team RFTS, they're just so strong right now in terms of everything, honestly. There you go again. Soulmate shows aggression towards mid. Musab gets taken off right away. That was perfect for them. Now they should just play this safe. They're gonna get one more weapon. That is gonna be an extra weapon for them. And now team RFTS, that is a perfect position from Joker as well. If they decide to, you know, that is a proper, you know, a mainstream tactic from the T side, you know, just jumping in towards Vance and then going in towards B. But Joker is gonna be there with that Deagle. He can potentially get 1 or 2 kills if the T's decide to go at that side. But right now they're making their way, at least 1 or 2 from players from the T side, they're making their way towards ramp. And HSB and Joker have been taken out. Bono with that CZ gets second on the Shaka is gonna go for the reload. A 3 vs 3 coming in now. He needs to get more. And now Shooter with that AK going in towards Garage. And I think this might be an A push coming in from their side. Round gets second on to Bono, and now it's all on to King and Soulmate. King is going to be pushing in. Shooter with the UMP takes him down. A 2 vs 2. Both of the players from the CD side, they're just left with so low HP at this point. And Trance is going to go for the plan towards B. It's all on Trance and SR to get the second map in their team's favor. Soulmate with that M4 making his way towards Vance and gets taken down. King, and now Soulmate in a 1 vs 1. He knows exactly where SR is. Can he force this overtime? And he does. What a perfect play that was from Soulmate. We're going in overtime the second map. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not over for Team Commit just yet.
They keep their hopes alive of all their dreams. Soulmate, the player we spoke about who really needed to step up, has just proven his worth for this team. It's a little bit of 360 events are a little bit of fun to celebrate the fact that he's already going to win that round. Takes out Trans, who was already weak, so it's quite easy to put in. Just a perfect read onto SR, takes him down, and manages to clutch up the final round to force the first overtime within this league. And this could honestly go either way. You see Mid starting on the favoured defensive side. Obviously, I believe if anyone takes a round on the offensive side, if it's a 2-1 to the T's, it could be just game over into the second half. So Mid seriously need to win as many rounds as they can now within this overtime on the favoured T side. But a little bit of a slow push from RFTS. They're just going to wait and line up smokes and everything before they decide to push out. But you hear the smoke, you hear the monitors, you hear the flashbangs, you hear everything. It could be a little bit of a fake, as if they're going towards B, but they're maybe heading inside towards A.
I mean, I'm just still shocked from that play. Soulmate, I was just, what was I started doing at that point? Soulmate just comes in and takes him out. I'm pretty sure he was not AFK over there, but
I think it was the flashbang.
Yeah, it was, but that was a perfect flashbang. Nevertheless, HSB again going aggressive towards Secret, getting a kill on him. Musab backs off just at the right time. Soulmate, he is tagged down to 12 HP, so he needs to play this one safe. And right now, again, Trans playing the safe, and Bono still manages to get taken down by Trans. He can drop that Molotov Joker, it takes him down quite easily. Now Shooter and Abdur in a 2 vs 4. Now let's see what comes out of this one.
I think it should just be a 4 vs 2 win at the moment for Mid. I think they've got this round in the bag. It depends what Shooter can do as well as Abdur, but obviously where Abdur's so low HP and heart, he's just hoping for players to sort of push to him and he has to jump on them. But it looks as if Shooter is going to be very close. And as I said, Abdur gets taken down by Joker, forces a 4 vs 1 in the hands of Shooter now. And he's not in exactly the best of positions currently, as you see him in control room. He may be able to take out a player on B side, but maybe doesn't want to take out a lot of noise and sort of save the AWP heading in to the second round of overtime. And we go 1-0 up in the overtime towards Mid, and this is what they needed to stay alive in this series.
Exactly, team come mid. How the odds have turned over here. 20 minutes before 30 minutes, it was like 12 score in the favor of Team RFTS. Now look at that, team come mid. They have the lead on the Team RFTS in the overtime of this best of 3 matchup.
They have it all to work with here. As all the utilities being thrown out at the moment.
And now, yeah, I mean, look at the bike on the T side. They have brought in the op from Shooter. Let's see if this brings in a change for the T side. No op on the CT side whatsoever. They're just doing really good with their rifles. I don't think they need an op. I mean, even though it is nuke and you do need an op on the CT side, but Team Commit, they're not doing that bad as well. So they're just chilling at this point. Team RFTS deciding to go towards A again. Musab is going to be going in towards Ram. That's the first kill on the Shooter, but will get taken down by Musab, and now he's looking for another one. Joker playing in with that AUG towards Ram, gets taken down by Abdur. Just gets his head taken off over there. And now a 3 versus 3 soulmate has already made his way towards B. SR, Trans, and Abdur, can they take this side from Team Come Mid? They've already rotated back towards B. They still have 50 seconds remaining the T side, so they can potentially go for a rotation towards A. I mean, again, looking at the T side right now, we do have 3 players with decent amount of utility as well. 2 Molotovs and a few smokes to work with, and they're going to be smoking off the CTs right off the back. A 3 versus 3. Let's see if they can go for the retake the CT side. And look at that. He makes his way towards control room, takes down Trans, and now it is gonna be a 3 versus 2 soulmate. Abdur is the last player alive. HSB gets another one. He knows exactly where Abdur is. For a second, I just thought that HSB might just go for that knife, but that was just unfortunate for Team RFTS. It's just not working out for them. Come mid, they're just playing the CT side so perfectly. And again, 17 rounds for them. They're looking really good in this one, and I'm pretty sure it is going to be a perfect first half in their favor.
Yeah, this is exactly what they needed for them. If they want to head into the offensive side after this, they needed to win pretty much 3-0 on the favoured defensive side for overtime now. But RFTS, if they win this round, it could be very dangerous heading into the second overtime. Trans misses a couple of shots, misses a little bit more shots, gets a spray down, but Joker's going to take out Abdur on the outside and potentially to get down Shooter. Bono takes down Trans and Musa takes down Joker. And it's 2 versus 3 once again. Nearly makes it 2 versus 2, Musa, as he spots King in heaven. But Soulmate with a wonderful crafted flank. SR's going to spot that, misses a couple of spray down there, but it's very risky now. And it's a much needed round for RFTS.
It is a much needed round because again, they don't want to get into the pressure of not even losing a single round, and that too on the CT side. But again, Team RFTS, we saw them play really good on the CT side. I mean, they got 12 rounds in the first half, so I mean, they can still come back into this game, but right now the pressure is on Musab now. As I get the first kill on the King, they're going to be making their way towards A. Musab is already there, and now a 2 versus 2. Let's see if they can really go for this retake. Soulmate is the last player alive as Musab gets a kill onto Bono, now making it a 1 versus 2. Musab just takes his head off, and Team RFTS finally winning 1 round in the first half of the first overtime, 16-17 in favor of Team Come Mid.
I mean, the last round win there for RFTS could really swing this match towards them. Obviously, if it was a match point towards Come Mid, it could be very dangerous heading into these next rounds for the second half of overtime. But that round sort of gives a little bit of comfort towards RFTS. It gives them a little bit to fall back on just in case they lose one on CT. So this could be very close. It's a very close matchup so far, but it could become